Hey, Anshul, how are you?
Hi Rakesh, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good too. So, how many years of experience you have?
So I have a total 3 years of experience, and from uh, from the initial, I started as a software specialist at eClinical Works,
Mm-hmm.
and then I moved forward to as a software testing engineer at Necron Technologies, and there I worked as a manual testing engineer. And talking about my skills, so in overall experience, I have gained uh, manual and some of the API testing skill and
Mm-hmm.
SQL also. I have already 1 year experience in SQL. So where I perform DML queries generally, and then yeah, I'm looking forward a change. So that is why I'm preparing for the interview.
Great, great. Okay, fine, fine. So, what is normalization in SQL?
Uh, so normalization. Sorry, I don't have any idea about it. I have
Okay.
only the basic and basic level of SQL knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
But
okay,
yeah, I'll like to learn about it more.
okay. So, see, normalization is nothing but when when you have some relation schemas, right, and they are dependent on their functional dependencies, and they have their own primary keys, right? So that process of, you are analyzing these schemas, you are analyzing the dependencies. That process is called as normalization. While you have also a term like denormalization. In denormalization, what happens is we will be adding redundant data to one or more tables, right? So it does not mean that you are syncing the data, but you are adding some of the random data to one or more tables, and that's why it is called as adding the redundant data. So that is denormalization, right? Okay, can you tell me which are the different operators that are available in SQL?
Operators. Uh, Let me just think about it.
Yeah, no problem. So I'll give you a hint. One of the operator is arithmetic operator. On the same lines, you have another operators as well.
Yeah. So we have in SQL there is a logical operators. For example, equals to, greater than, less than, or
Hmm.
not, which is exclamatory. Yeah, we say it. So these are used, and semicolon is also there. Like I guess it comes under the symbols. I'm not sure about it. It's not an operator.
Hmm.
And then we have
So basically, you have three operators in SQL. One
okay,
is arithmetic operator, you have logical operators, and you have comparison operators, right? So these are the operators that you have.
yeah.
Okay. Mm, fine. Now let me share my screen. Okay. Now this is a table. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is your table, and you are supposed to write the query to retrieve the first record from the table, right? So you have
Okay.
to write the query to retrieve the first record from the table. So if you want, you can write it in the chat box, or you can share your screen. You can write it in the notepad, notepad plus plus, whichever thing you are comfortable with.
Okay, I'll go with the chat.
Yeah, yeah. Let me do one thing. Let me create a Word document so that,
Sorry.
yeah, you have entered the answer.
Uh, It's not the right one. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you show the table again?
Yeah, yeah, no problem. You can take your time. Meanwhile, let me just come up with the table. Okay. Now, are you able to see the table?
Yes.
Hmm?
Okay, yeah. I
Done?
entered the answer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you are writing select star from table underscore name where name equal to pen. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now let's say I want to get the products in the form of their prices, like with respect to the descending order. So let's say if any product is there whose price is greatest of all the three products, that should come in the first. Then the product whose price is in between the low and the largest one, then that should come. So in the descending order of the product prices.
Okay.
So what will you do in that context?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
I've closed the door. There's a noise in my
yeah,
background.
no problem, no problem. So we were discussing about how to come up with a query such that you get the list of products based on their prices in the descending order.
Okay. Yeah. I'm writing the query for
Hmm.
that. Yeah.
Order by price descending. Yeah. Okay. Fine. What is order by used for? What is the purpose of using order by?
Order by is used for like there is a two order, descending and ascending.
Mm-hmm.
So we use it for that purpose also, and it it also order the table, whatever we specify in
Mm.
that column. So for example, we specify price, so it
Mm.
will give us a order according to price or to specific column, and it would be ascending or descending.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Great. Um,
Uh,
Fine.
Hello.
What? Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You are saying
Yeah.
something?
Can you?
Yes. Yes. You are audible. You are completely audible.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. What is a
Yeah.
stored
Actually, it
procedure?
is showing my internet is unstable, so that is
Okay. Okay. No worries. No worries. You are completely audible. No worries. What is a stored procedure?
a stored procedure. So in that um like I have an idea about it, but like I don't have an hands-on experience. So
No
maybe I
problem.
I
You
am
can give it a
I don't
try.
I don't like to answer this, but yeah, I would learn it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No
as
problem.
I have only basic knowledge about SQL.
Fine, fine. So let's say if someone is asking you about stored procedures, right? So you can explain. Stored procedures are nothing but let me explain it to you.
1 second, I cannot hear.
Okay. Now am I audible?
Uh,
Now am I audible?
yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
Let me change my network.
no problem. Yeah. Yeah. So we were discussing about this stored procedures. So basically, stored procedures is nothing but those are created. Yeah, is the screen visible to you?
Yes.
Yeah. So stored procedures is nothing but those are created to perform one or more DML operations on the database. So you can say it's a group of kind of SQL statements that accepts some input in the form of parameters, right? Okay, now tell me what is DML?
Okay. So in SQL, DML is a data manipulation language. Sorry. So it is used for manipulating the data, and for example, they have a lot many commands we write. For example, select, delete, and select, delete, and insert. Yeah, so
Will
these are the command we commonly use in data manipulation.
okay, will select come in DML or in DQL or in DDL?
So
What
select,
kind of yeah,
I think select comes in DML. Like we don't, we use it to fetch only. So
right. See, when you say select, what is the purpose of select? It is used to retrieve the data from the database, right? So for those purposes, you have DQL statements, right, that are used for performing queries on the data. So select is fired maybe against a table or in the table. The result is compiled and you'll get it. So it is a part of your DQL only. Okay, then what is DDL in SQL?
DDL is data definition language,
Correct.
and it is used to it impact the whole table.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever we write a command. So for example, create
Mm-hmm.
command is used for, and a drop is also there, alter, and update. So these four five will wholly impact the table. So
Okay.
we
So what is
follow.
the difference between create and drop?
So create is used to create a database data table, and drop is used to delete the whole table.
Okay. And what is the purpose of alter and truncate?
So truncate will delete the entries of whole table, but not the data structure, like table structure. Sorry, it truncate will delete all the entries of the table, and alter will modify. Like for example, we have to rename the table name or add a new column or rename the column name. So we use it for that.
Okay. See, alter, what it will do is it will change, it will alter the structure of the database. Truncate, it will remove all the records from the table. Okay. And yeah, so create, drop, alter, we discussed, then truncate, we discussed. Mm, fine. What is the difference between the two DCL commands, which are grant and revoke?
So TCL command is used for transactions,
Mm-hmm.
and it is for transaction control language, and you said that grant and revoke.
DCL, DCL. So it is data control language.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Grant and revoke. So what is the difference between grant and revoke?
So grant command is used to give somebody a permission,
Hmm.
grant a permission, and what is revoke? Revoke is used to take back that permission, and like I guess it will not allow you to
Hmm.
give a permission.
Okay. So grant, what it will do is it will give specific permissions or privileges, you can say, to the users. Revoke, it will remove the specific permissions or privileges from those particular database users.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say you have a table in which currently your first name is only there. Now, we want to update this first name to include the first name as well as last name in that name field of the table. So how will you write that query?
First name and last name.
Yeah. So right now the field value is Priyanshi, but we want it to come as Priyanshi Jain. We want it to get displayed with first name plus last name. Then how will you write that query?
Okay. So do I write to do I need to write in the entries of the name? Like for example, first name is the column, and
Hmm.
there is a first entry is Priyanshi Jain.
Yeah. Right, right. So let's say you can consider there is a table in which there is a field. There is a table of this employees, and in that there is a field of names, right? And now you have to update that particular field name to accept the last name as well. Then how will you write that query?
Except the last name. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, I am writing it on a chat.
Yeah, yeah. Or you can share your screen, whichever you are comfortable with. Chat box is also fine.
I'm not sure. Like this could be the answer, and maybe we can replace add with update.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. So update is required actually here. Yeah. So you have written this query with alter table employees. So let me share the screen. Uh,
Like this. This would be the correct answer.
yes. So yeah,
Okay.
alter table employees. See, let me share the screen. So you have written the query alter table employees and update first name, first underscore name equal to this, right? So what you can do is you can use in this manner, update customer
Yes.
set name equal to Priyanshi Jain, right? You can copy paste this and where you can use, or even if you don't use it, then also it's fine. But where would be useful if you have to come up with a distinct name, right? So something like this you can come up with,
So
right?
I mean, my answer is wrong.
It needs to be modified in a way, right? So update, you need to put it here instead of alter, right? So here you can put set then, right? You are setting up one of the field name itself, right? So you can, it's partially correct, right? Not an issue. It's partially correct. Okay. Uh, okay. Now, how will you write a query to, let's say, to use select date in SQL?
Select date.
Hmm.
Um,
So let's
we
say if you want to select the employees who are hired on a specific date, then how will you write the query for them?
I think we use there is a default function current date
Hmm.
that
Okay. So in this case, you have that function. So you want to get the records of those employees who have been hired, let's say, uh, on 15th of January 2024. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me share one.
I'm not clear about the
Yeah,
questions.
okay. Let's say you have this kind of a table. Okay, is this table visible?
Yes.
So you have to come up with a query to find out the employee who have been hired on 15th of January 2022.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So yeah, let me write the query for that.
Yeah. So you are clear with the question now?
Yes. So for that, it will the query will be like the usual ones, like how we fetch the.
Yeah, yeah, the usual one. But you need to have that record in which the hire date is 15th of January 2022. So how will you write that? So can you send that query in the chat box so I can see?
So I just
Select star from employees. Okay, you're writing where? Okay, fine, fine. You can go for this, or else you can also see this. See, in that table, if you see, we had first name, we had last name, and we had hire date, right? So you can also write like this, select first name, last name, hire date from employee, where hire date is like this, right?
like,
And
but we have to fetch all the data, right? So
correct, correct.
we can use star also,
Yeah,
right?
you can use star as well. First name, last name, hire date. Yeah, yeah. Star also would work. Yeah. So wildcard character would also work. Fine. Okay. Now, let's say you have this kind of a table. Fine. So now you have this kind of a table. Okay. And you have to delete the record, the fourth record you have to delete. Or
What?
you can say ID equal to 4. Yeah. So what kind of query you will write?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you sent the answer in the chat box?
Yes, yeah. I forgot.
Oh, yes, yes. So you have sent the answer in the chat box. Wait, let me see. So you are keeping delete. Okay, so this is your query. Delete from employees where ID equal to 4. Fine, fine. This will work, right? Or you can also say where name equal to Ritvik, something like that you can take, right?
But like if we took Ritik name, but there can be possibility that two Ritik also.
Yes, yes, correct, correct. Then that's also possible. Okay, what if you want to delete multiple records? Then what kind of query you will write?
Delete multiple records.
Hmm.
We can use it. Like we have to specify like how what records we have to delete. In
Okay.
the
Uh,
table.
okay. Let's say you have the same table this time, and you need to delete the records which are pertaining to development as a department.
So you want to say I have to delete all the records from development team.
Yeah, yeah,
So there we can use instead of ID, we can use department equals to development.
yeah. And multiple records will get deleted, right? So how will you write that query? Okay, you have shared in the chat box.
No, no, not yet.
Okay, no worries. You can take your time. So table name is, let's say, employees, right? That is the table name.
Department, yeah. Write department instead of team.
Yeah, no problem. Have you can you share that query answer in the chat box?
Yeah, I've shared it.
Okay, you have shared it. Let me start. Yeah. So you have written delete star from employees where team equal to development. Okay, okay, this is fine. You can say delete, or you can also say delete from employees directly.
Yeah.
Whenever you get team equal to development, it would get deleted. Right? So that's how you can do. Okay, Priyanshi, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Rakesh.
Yeah. Okay. Let me stop.